Hey there, it's Elizabeth, and welcome back to another Ramble session on a Monday. I hope y'all are doing well. I hope you had a great week and a nice weekend. We've had a very wet weekend. Well, this needs to go somewhere. So, what's been going on? Let's see, this past week, I saw my oncologist, so we'll just start out with that. I'll get to this stuff in a second. That goes with that, that goes with that, and then this right here. Saw my oncologist. Praise the Lord. Let me just tell you that our prayers were answered, and I thank you so much for those of you who are praying for me. I really do appreciate it. I really do, because I really, I know that the Lord hears our prayers. So, and prayers are answered. And they have been answered this week as well. So I went into the oncologist and I was really dreading it. Like, I could hardly sleep the night before. Why do I worry? I don't know, because, the Bible tells us we have no need to worry. But I'm still human. Yes. So I worry. I was just dreading it, because I was like, oh my gosh, if my port is not unclogged, then I'm going to have to go through a whole different procedure and yada yada, right? And I didn't want to do that. So, so I went in and I told the nurse, which, they know me there by now because I go in quite often, but, I have had a reprieve, which has been really, really nice. I've been able to just kind of recuperate from all the stuff that's been going on. And I'm going to continue to do that, because my treatments, well, let me finish up with the whole port thing. So I went in and I told the nurse, I said, the hospital said that you need to aspirate what's in there first before you draw blood, blah, blah, blah. And so she said, oh, okay, no problem. And they knew that I had gone in and had a portogram and all that kind of stuff. And so she was able to get a blood return, which is something that, when you have a port, you're getting chemotherapy or, immunotherapy or whatever kind of therapy, hydration, whatever, for cancer. They always do a blood draw at the end, to just make sure everything's functioning properly. And so, they were able to get a blood return. I was so thrilled. Oh my gosh, I almost started crying right there. In fact, I'm pretty sure I teared up. So I was just so, so happy. And she was like, oh, that's great. We got it, and I'm like, no, praise the Lord. Okay. Praise Jesus that it worked. So then she went to go, what's it called? Flush it out, right? Because you have to flush the line every time. And this is one of the things that the hospital had asked me, are they flushing it with just saline, or are they flushing it with heparin? I was like, I have no idea, girl. I don't know. And so I asked her this time. And I said, oh, what are you flushing it with? She said, oh, saline, that's what we always flush it with. And I said, okay, could you do me a favor and please flush it with heparin? Because again, that's what the hospital said. I need to have it flushed with heparin. And she was like, no problem. I'll go get it. We'll flush it with heparin. Everything will be dandy. And so far, so good. I see the doctor in a month, because we are putting off my next form of treatment, which for some reason they call oral chemotherapy, which my husband was like, well, that's kind of a misnomer. I was like, yeah. So anyhow, because I have a mutation in the gene of the tumor, from my understanding, I don't know, I'm not a doctor, and I don't play one on TV, but from my understanding, because I have that, it's actually a good thing, and that is what affords me the opportunity to have this type of treatment. So I'm very thankful for that. I'm very thankful for that mutation. So we're going to be putting off my treatment because my husband has a procedure at the end of October that I need to be as normal as I can be so that I can be there for him to do what needs to be done to drive him, all that kind of stuff. So there's the lowdown on me. And so, lots of praises this week. We went last night over to my in-laws' house and we had my niece actually cooked dinner. It was very good. We had schnitzel, and we had spätzle and mushroom gravy, and it was delicious. I'm not a real fan of the spätzle, I have to say. It's like that's like an egg noodle or like yeah. It's not like a noodle though. I don't know. It's hard to explain. I don't know. I'm sure the German people out there know what I'm talking about. But the schnitzel was yum. Okay, she did a fantastic job on it, and it was very yummy. So that was nice to go over there and see them, the kids, and my in-laws, and all of that. What else? What else has been going on? Oh, my sweet kids! Look at this. Oh, my kids. Oh my gosh, I just love them so much. So this is a picture of them. Look at that. Oh, my sweet girl and I just love my bubby. So they sent me that picture and I need to put it in my thing. I think it goes on Tuesday, so I'll just stick it in here. Yeah. So my daughter sent me this picture. I guess they found each other at work. They work at the same place. In fact, my husband, his wife, my daughter, and her boyfriend all work at the same place. It's quite interesting. Anyway, my kids are actually, and I know I've said it before in other videos, my kids are fourth generation where they work. Okay, their great grandfather worked out there for a very short time. Their grandfather and grandmother worked out there. Most recently, like in the last 15, 20 years, I guess. My husband grew up out there. My husband worked out there. Well, I mean, my father-in-law has worked out there a long time, on and off. They work out at what they call outages, and yeah, and so yeah, my daughter sent me that picture, and it was so cute. Oh, they're so adorable. I love them so much, and yeah, she put I think she put the fourth gens was the the name of it or whatever, but so cute, so cute. I love it when they send me stuff so much. I miss them so much, and we were hoping to see them before the outage started, but it has now started, and so they are working a lot. They're on 12-hour shifts, and it's usually 6, perhaps 7 days a week, and it lasts about a month. And yeah, it's very tiring and a lot of hard work, but that's just the nature of the job. And then my poor daughter, like a couple days last week, she had to work 14.5-hour days. Oh my heavens to Betsy. I said, well, you'll be happy when you see your paycheck. That's all I can say. Get your sleep, make sure you're eating well. Yeah. And so that's what's been going on, I think, here. Oh no, that's not all. And let me tell you, I cannot make this stuff up, you guys. I can't make this stuff up. It's crazy. So I was downstairs this morning, where I always am when I talk to my aunt on the phone, right? And I'm ready to get off the phone with her, and I look over to where we have like a small dehumidifier down there, and I look over and I see like a reflection on the floor where it shouldn't be. And I'm like, what's going on? And I thought, oh, maybe my husband didn't empty the dehumidifier, right? So I go to step over there, and my foot goes sploosh on the area rug. And I was like, what is happening right now? Yes, our downstairs is not flooded, but it has a significant amount of water from one end of the house through our living area down there, and even into the garage, which is our garage is right on the other side of the living room wall, or that space down there. I don't know what you call it, but it's a living area, right? I cannot make this stuff up, you guys. I swear, I don't know what is happening in my life right now. Okay. Now, so my husband checked all the piping and everything. He's like, I can't find any leak anywhere. I don't know what's going on. We even have like this space where like the paint was actually puckered. It was like a pocket of water between the paint and the wall, a small little area. And I'm like, oh my heavens. Well, a couple weeks ago, we're getting our roof redone, right? So they tore off the whole roof, and we have a metal roof. So they tore off the whole roof, and they were supposed to, watertight it or whatever or put the underlayment down, and then have it like watertight apparently before they started putting the new metal roof planks on. And so we are currently, I'm like, every day, I'm like, what the heck? Like, they were here one day and did, I think they were just here one day and did all that work or whatever. And then, like, the next day, I'm like, where are the roofers? Well, I don't know. Well, and the next day, and the next day, and like the whole week, you know, like we saw hide nor hair of them, right? And then come to find out they're waiting on an inspection, okay, which apparently they didn't get, and or if they had, they would have failed it, I'm assuming, because the only thing my husband and I can think of is water is getting in through the roof and going straight down our walls and coming out the bottom. Yeah, so we've put in a couple of texts to the roofer, and my husband should be calling him any moment if he hasn't got back to him yet, because we are getting storms every single day. I mean, like yesterday, it poured and poured and poured, okay? Poured and poured and poured. So yesterday, we went out house hunting, okay? And on these lines right here, I'm going to write down like the pros and cons of each one. You know, of course, we have our little like wish list of things we would like in a home. Some places have them, some places don't, you know. And it's like Goldilocks and the Three Bears, right? So yeah, it is so hard to find a house that ticks all the boxes, you know what I mean? And like we have our like definite list of things, you know, we need to have, like how many bedrooms, how many bathrooms, you know, whatever. And then we have kind of like the wish list, you know, like I would really like a garden tub, you know, but if the house doesn't have one, but it has everything else, then I'm good with not getting a tub, you know, it's fine. So things like that, you know, if we'd like it to be fenced in the backyard for our little Remington to run around. By the way, if you didn't know, we are moving, so there's that, but not until next year, the beginning of next year, hopefully, I don't know. And so we've been spending our weekends going to open houses and just kind of like getting to know, like we know the area, but we don't know the different neighborhoods inland, which is where we want to move to. So trying to find, you know, a neighborhood that feels safe. You know, I would certainly like a neighborhood that had sidewalks because I enjoy walking, and I would like to, you know, be able to walk on a sidewalk. What else? You know, yeah, just things like that, you know. And so this one is, and proximity to the in-laws, and more importantly, proximity to our medical stuff, you know, because I'm still dealing with the whole cancer thing, you know. I mean, even though I'm technically NED, which means no existing disease, okay, that does not mean that I'm cured. It does not mean that I don't have cancer anymore. It just means that right now, in this moment in time, I am NED, right? I don't have the disease in my system as of right now, you know. And so that's why I have to go to treatments, so that if there are any like floating, you know, cancerous cells in my body, the medicine that I'll be taking is going to kill those off before they can start to multiply and all that kind of thing. So that's kind of like a side note. I don't know why, but there you have it. So that's why, you know, we want to be kind of, you know, at least close enough to like the two hospitals that I go to most often for things, whatever, and my doctor's office and the cancer center. So, you know, yeah, we don't want to live right on top of it, but, you know, we don't want to be 45 minutes away either, because that's just a pain in the butt. So this house was like in super close proximity, you know, to my in-laws and to everything. It's like literally 20 minutes from our house, like it's down the street, but it's off the island. And so the pros of this one were, it had the room that we wanted. That's my only real pro. My husband really liked it, but the backyard was super small and super soggy for some reason. Yeah, that's another thing that I've noticed here where we live now. The ground is under the grass is sand. You know, where I come from, under the grass is rock, coral rock. So it's very firm. You know, when you walk on in your backyard, it's very firm. When I walked in this backyard, which was literally like, I don't even know, probably not even 20 feet wide, it was very soggy. Like, I don't know, it's weird. It's weird, but it's just, I guess, the nature of where we live. I don't know. And the back porch was really small, and I really enjoy a back porch. I like being outside. I'd rather be outside more than being inside. I would much prefer that. So yeah, I really like my outdoor time. Not in the sun, of course, but anyway. So that was kind of that one. It did have the bedrooms that we wanted and my craft room, that we could also double as like a spare bedroom as well. But the rooms were super small, it seemed to me, and it seemed very dark, like cave-ish, because the backyard was so shaded. Anyway, I'm super picky too, guys. Oh my gosh, if you haven't gathered that yet from the years that any of y'all have been listening to me, yeah, I am super picky. My husband loves it. No, not really. No, not really. This house here was okay. It was in a beautiful neighborhood, nice mature trees, close to everything, sidewalks, yes. But it was, I'm not sure if it was like choppy or I just didn't get that feeling, right? And so that was out. This one was a beautiful home, brand new home, but it was in a developed neighborhood already, like the neighborhood's all, and it's not like a gated community or anything like that. It's just like a regular neighborhood. No sidewalks. I don't like that. And what I find odd too is that like they'll take parcels of land, right? And there'll be like a house, an older house that's right next door to like this one, like brand new house, I don't know. I find that odd. Yeah. But the house was nice, it was brand new. Like I said, I'm not sure if anyone had lived in it before or not, but it ticked most of our boxes except the neighborhood. That's the only thing. Then this one down here, it was a really nice neighborhood, had sidewalks, had a beautiful like front porch. It has this beautiful wisteria over top of the entrance. It was really, really pretty, but the inside was super weird. It only had like 2 bedrooms, and I'm like, why did we even pick this one? Like, I don't even know. I don't know what was happening. Yeah, it was just weird. And then another thing that my husband and I noticed, and we're like immediately off the list. Well, not immediately, is, and please let me know, you guys, okay, what you think about this. Like, some of the houses is such a turnoff for us when we're looking at houses, and like, the whole house is tiled, let's say, except the bedrooms, or the whole house has wood flooring except the bedrooms. The bedrooms are carpeted, and we're like, why? Why wouldn't they just tile the entire house, So I don't know. And then when I asked my aunt, because she's from an older generation, she was like, oh, definitely, I would want carpeting in the bedroom, Because I guess people, she was like, well, what do you do when you get out of bed? And, you don't want to put your feet on cold tile. I'm like, yeah, that's why I have fuzzy slippers, or an area rug or something, I don't know. It's weird. Please tell me in the comments, do you guys like carpeting in your bedroom, or would you rather it not be carpeting in your bedroom? And my aunt also said she found it easier to clean. Not so for me, because I know, like, right now we have tile throughout our house. And I can tell you within a month's time, in our bedroom, I need to vacuum like under our bed like every month, because there are communities of dust bunnies under there. And so I can only imagine what it looks like. Now it's pouring. Let me just tell you right now, it is pouring rain, which means it's pouring into the side of my roof right now. And yeah. Okay. Lord, please take care of this for us. Oh, it is cats and dogs out there, okay? It is buckets of rain, all right, that are going to be settling in my downstairs any moment. Okay. All right, so back to the carpeting, yeah. So I can only imagine, like, oh my gosh. And if you're allergic to dust or something, I can only imagine that you're breathing that in. You know, every time you step on the carpet, it's like this wafting of dust. I don't know. It just is gross to me, and it's gross to my husband. It's not going to stop us, you know, from getting a house that if it happens to have carpeting in a bedroom or in all the bedrooms, we'll just get the carpeting removed, whatever. But I just find it odd. Everybody likes different things, you know, so anyway, so there's that. Okay. Have I done anything in my journal? Let's get to that, since that's what this channel is about, even though you wouldn't know that by, you know, whatever you're listening to right now. So, no, I have not. I have not gone back and journaled. I have things like this that still need to be finished. You guys have already seen this. I have some that I, you know, that I was fine with, and I realized as well that I was kind of putting off journaling, not only because I don't really have any desire to, but because my hands are very shaky and my handwriting therefore is quite shaky, and I don't want shaky handwriting in my book. But then I think, you know what? That's just a sign of what's going on in my life right now, you know? So it shouldn't matter, right? And it doesn't anymore. I mean, anyway, this is the last thing I did here, and I love the way it turned out. This was actually a flip that flipped out. I put some background papers. I got these in a lovely Happy Mail. These are some notepads, you know, and then I was listening. Usually when I come in here, I listen to praise and worship music. So I just happened to hear this song and made this little tag to put in there. And then, made this out of 2, you know, notepad papers and glued them together. This was all about my doctor's appointment. This is one of my flowers that I did. I don't have a full, oh yeah, I do. I have the original. This right here. So if you want to, you know, print these out for yourself, you can. Feel free. The link is down below. It's just a free printable. I was just doodling one day when I was out on the couch, and I think they, you know, look pretty great, if I do say so myself. No, I think that it's a nice juxtaposition, I think, between the color and then just having this black and white drawing on top of something that is vintage. You know, I just like the way it looks a lot. And then this, yeah, so this was about the rest of our day, and we went over to Mom and Papa's for dinner that night, I believe. This I still have to do. This just happens to be the mixed berries electrolyte drink that I drink, and I need it because the medication, especially the medication I'm going to be on. Then this was what we did yesterday, so I have to write my pros and cons about that, and just write about our day and how we went to dinner and all that. And then this is just an extra page, because when I do these journals, I put in 16 pages so that I have a double spread for each day of the month. And normally, well, not normally, but you know, half the year, or however many months it is, there are 31 days, but there were not. And what happened here? No. Oh, I did something wrong. Oh no. Oh no, you gotta be kidding me. What happened? Let's look here. Oh my gosh, I misdid something, right? No, because that was Saturday the 30th. No, that's right. Okay, I'm freaking out here. I don't know. Because the day I'm filming this, yes. Okay, so I did do it right. Oh, thank the Lord. Yeah, so, okay, yeah, because we are just, I cannot believe today is October 1st already. That's crazy to me. October 1st already. So, will I get this done? I don't know. I surely hope so, but I don't know. You know, I don't know if I'll get it done or if I won't get it done. It really stinks. See, this on this weekend here, we went house hunting. On this, I would love to have a house that looks like that. Isn't that beautiful? Yeah, we don't have houses that look like that here. No, we do not. But I would love if we did. So yeah, we went house hunting on this weekend too. But anyway, so yeah, I'm gonna do my best. You know, that's all I can do. That's all I can do. So this is my September journal. I make them out of, here's the back of it. I make them out of just regular white mailing envelopes. For some reason, I had bought like a box, found it, bought it, I don't even know. But I have it. And so that's what I've made. I do believe, let me see. I think I've made every single journal this year out of one of these, okay? So this morning while I was in here, I made another one, okay? Another one. I keep making the journals. I keep intending on filling the journals, and then nothing happens. Okay, but, you know, it is what it is. So I was racking my brain because I'm like, Elizabeth, you know, you haven't even done any of your journals probably, I don't even know since when. Like, I have not finished a journal, and I cannot tell you how long. Like, I have no idea. So I thought, I don't want to waste a whole journal, you know, to have like 5 pages done, right? So a little while ago, I'm going to go get some more of these, I think. I really want to go to the Dollar Tree. Okay, so I found these at the Dollar Tree, and it took me like 20 minutes to find out where I had stashed them in my craft room, but I found them because I was like, I want to make a journal for October, okay? And we don't, whatever. I don't celebrate Halloween. I did when I was a young child, but growing up in my family, but my kids never celebrated Halloween. Although now that they're adults, they they do. I guess celebrate's not really even a word for it, you know. Anyway, it doesn't matter. But so I don't do like the whole pumpkin and jack-o'-lantern and all that kind of stuff, you know. I just do like fallish stuff if I feel like it. Anywho, I had this, again, another envelope. I had it in my stash, and then I decided I think I just did this morning, yeah. So I just made the inside cover, sewed zigzag all around it, put my little ties on it, right? So they should be big enough, yeah, to just make a little tie, right? And then I thought I really just don't, I thought I don't want to get a signature together, even though I have signatures already prepared. I want to make this as easy as possible, okay? As easy as possible. Let me just see if I can bring you guys down a little. Well, I should have done that 27 minutes ago. Anywho, I want to make it as simple as possible. So I found these that I had got. They're just staple bound, which is fantastic if you want to use them as a signature because they're not sewn in or anything like that. Then I thought, I wonder. Well, at first I thought I'll just use this and I'll just cover, I'll use this cover and I'll just do my own thing on it. However, this is a very glossy cover, so I'd have to prep it either by gessoing it or by sanding it down. And, I already have these envelopes, and some of these envelopes that I have are already decorated, So then I thought, well, I wonder how many pages are in here, and I didn't see anything on here. Again, I got these at Dollar Tree. They're made in the USA, but I got them at the Dollar Tree. Love that they're staple bound. So I thought, I wonder how many pages are in here. Well, wouldn't you know, 16. Yes, folks, 16 pages. So this particular one says Dream and Dream, which is actually probably the one I should have sewn into here. Because this one says, you make me brave with a Bible verse, which is fine. That's totally fine, but I might end up covering it up on some days with like the day and date or whatever. But perfect number because, like I said, 16 pages gives you enough for 31 days, of spreads, of double page spreads, if I want a double page spread. Then I was in here after I made it very simply this morning. All the pages are the same. Because this way I don't have to worry about, and it's lined, which I love. I don't have to worry about, not that I worry about it anyway. I hope you're catching my drift here, but I don't have to worry about decorations so much. Like, I can just do a simple cluster or something down here, or, put my date and my numbers. These are the dates and the numbers I'm going to choose from. I'm either going to use these, and these are from Loveland's Life, or I'm going to use these again, right? I was a patron of hers. And so I still have these, of course, on my computer. And then I have which I think these are cute, you know. I showed up, groceries, cooking, cleaning, watching, you know, so I can use these if I want to. And they're 31 days, of course. And so, yeah, so that's what I'm going to use for this. And I'm really just hoping to make journaling easier for me. The only thing is I'm not sure. Now I'm kind of questioning, do I want this for October only or October and November? Which, you know, because, yeah, I'm not really sure. I haven't figured it out yet. Because, like, for instance, today, I can talk about, you know, how I called my aunt. I can talk about how my husband made me really yummy homemade pancakes this morning for breakfast, which was really good. I can talk about how my downstairs is flooded. Yeah. I can talk about whatever the rest of the day holds, right? So am I going to need 1 or 2 pages to talk about all that jazz, right? Because if I use the double spread, then it'll just be for October. Of course, I don't want to pressure myself. No, that's not the right word. Not pressure myself. I guess it doesn't really make a difference. If I only have this much to write about on any particular day, I can always just make this some kind of mixed media or some kind of, you know, quote page or something like that, right? So yeah, maybe, and I have a plenty of these, and they're so easy to make, you know, I mean, I literally make them in like 20 minutes, you know, the whole thing takes 20 minutes of my time. So yeah, what's the big deal if I have 2 pages or 1 page, right? Yeah, it doesn't matter. Okay, so I think this is just going to be for October. And no, I have not decorated the cover. I did have these. I had another one. I had these Tim Holtz people that I can put on here, you know, if I feel like it, and label it October or whatever. I just haven't figured out what I'm going to do yet. I might just put a simple label right across the bottom. There's a little bit of red right here. I might just put October down here and call it macaroni, you know. I just want things to be super simple for me so that I can come in here and just in a few minutes get a page. Whoops. Sorry about that. Jeez Louise. Yeah, so I can just get the page done and over with, right? So, and that's not to say that I want to quicken what I'm doing either, you know. I don't want to come in here like Speedy Gonzalez and just be like, okay, just jot the stuff down, you know. I do really, really want to keep track of what's going on in my life. I want to document what is going on in my life, the good, the bad, and the ugly, and the wet. But I don't, like, this page here, where is it? This page back here, like this thing right here took me like a day and a half, literally. Like I was in here for hours doing this, you know, and nobody got time for that. Now, don't get me wrong. I loved it. I had a lot of fun doing it. But I don't have a day and a half to devote to this, you know, at the moment. Like I love designing this whole page here. I love these little things, you know. I love that I wrote the song lyrics, you know. I love tucks, tags, and pockets. I love that I use my own artwork. Here's, you know, I love using notepads. You know, this is a beautiful piece of scrapbook paper, you know. I love it. It's just right at the moment, I don't have that. I just don't have the energy. I don't have the wherewithal to, you know, kind of be in here designing what I want to do, because everything just seems to take so much longer these days. So, and then it shouldn't, but it kind of you know, it makes me feel bad, you know, that I haven't finished, or that, and I know it shouldn't, and, you know, in the grand scheme of things, it really does not make a difference to me, but it does bother me at the time, you know, because all these days have gone by. We're already, you know, heading toward the end of the year and all this stuff has gone on. My son's wedding, for crying out loud. I haven't even like written about my son's wedding, and so anyway, I just want to try to make it as easy as possible for me, and I hope that this could be the case. One moment will work out. I think it'll work out for October. And then I'll do another one for November and another one for December. And yeah, everything's done on here. Even if I just come in here and write, I'm good with that. I can edge the page in ink if I want to. I can get a little like magazine clipping to stick here, or put like a little quote here or whatever, just minimal decor and all that kind of stuff, but it's already said and done. And yeah, I'm going to go back to the Dollar Tree hopefully soon, one day, I don't know, and get more of these books if I can find them. Yeah, because it's the perfect size for this envelope, and it's staple bound, so yeah, it'll work out great, I think. So let me know your thoughts on carpet in the bedroom, all right? That's important. It's important for me to know your thoughts on that. Again, thank you so much for your prayer and your prayers, and because yes, they have been answered, and that is a praise for Jesus. So thank you again. I thank you for sharing your time with me. I know time is precious, and I really, really appreciate that you choose to spend your time with me. And I hope you have a great rest of your week and a wonderful rest of your day. And I'll talk to y'all real soon. Bye for now.